Hello, MS Live. I'm your host, Dulci Hill. Let me change this. All right. All right. Maybe I got to sit up taller. Anyway, today's topic, cognitive decline function. And this deals with everyone, but especially those of us who have MS or different Parkinson's, just autoimmune diseases. And also, when you age, as you age, just don't you hate it when people come up to you and a really old person and they said, "Oh, I'm having a senior moment." It's like you don't get that. Hi, Dina. I love you. I love you too. Thank you for the heart. It's great. But anyway, I'm talking about Hi, Chris. Talking about cognitive difficulties and how to battle them. And I've got a complete report here, and I did all the research. So, um, symptoms of cognitive difficulties is memory loss, and when you lose a word, you're talking to somebody and you lose a word, you're like, oh, no. And this happens all the time to a lot of people. And they look at you, the senior citizens will look at you and they'll say, oh, that's a senior moment. Hi, Jerry. I see you. Yeah, you gave me a thumbs up before you do. I knew it was you. But anyway, so I'm talking about cognitive problems. All right, and when somebody says, "Oh, it's a senior moment," and it's going to get worse. Well, yeah, that's right. So what is cognitive difficulty? Memory loss, or loss of words when you're talking and you can't find the word, right? And there's solutions. Attention span. It's somebody's talking to you and they're talking and they're talking, they're not getting to the point, and you just lose the ability to stay engaged. Planning. Uh, yes, in fact, I'm going to tell it what makes it worse, right? What makes our decision making, planning. It's hard to plan because we might not remember. I was classic in California. This is 25 years ago. I was in California, and my cousin, he's since passed away. He was having a party, Gilligan's Island party. I had the date. Guess what I did? I had my husband. We all got dressed up. I was ginger, which was really a bad idea because we were in Palm Springs and the competition with the beautiful men who were ginger. I had no chance. I was the ugliest ginger there. But anyway, we it there the party, which was 3 weeks after I showed up. It just we showed up. My cousin wasn't there. Uh, his companion was, and it was bad. It was bad. So anyway, so it's planning. Decision making is another one. It's hard to make decisions. It's somebody says, "Do you want French fries or do you want potato chips?" And you're thinking, I like French fries and I like potato chips, and I have no idea. Or do you want a pickle or broccoli or I have no idea. You're giving me too much information. Food. I'm hungry. Just give me food. So decision making is rough. Understanding and concentration. All right, it's hard, and the longer we have MS, and the older you get, uh, it starts to come to fruition. So other people will stop. All right, here we go. let's see, cognitive symptoms usually stay the same over several years or only very gradually worsen. You have time to develop strategies, and I'm going to tell you the strategies. What causes MS? What causes this? Right? What causes this? You gotta. I'm not saying hi to you. Hi, Susan. Hi, Summer. I didn't say hi. Hi, Dennis. You know what? Summer. I please forgive me because on YouTube I'm not gonna be able to look as much because my notes are on. I need another computer. Right? I can do that. Anyway, symptoms are what causes it? Nerve damage. All right, nerve damage in the brain uh, messes up the electrical messages, reduces the speed and accuracy of the information. It can. So anyway, what makes fatigue worse? Uh, all right. So and as you age, you fall. We all develop brain plaques with MS. It's more pronounced early on, and the longer you've had MS, the more you'll feel these things. What makes what makes it worse, right? What makes it worse? Fatigue or poor sleep. I'm sorry. I'm running. I'm trying to give you guys this information without. It's not going to be as interactive as I want it to be, as usually it is. Uh, what makes it worse? Fatigue or poor sleep? The more tired we are, and the more fatigued, the more think about it. Think brain fog. When you're sitting there and you can't concentrate on the television or on a book, and you're too tired to sit up. You guys have seen me. I've done the show with brain fog, where I lay back. So fatigue and poor sleep. On Tuesday, I had poor sleep. Had great sleep last night. Uh, so I am cognitively better. So if you want to see what poor sleep does with cognition, look at Tuesday's LDN. Uh, um, watch that video on Tuesday. All right. Activities. Pace yourself planning demanding activities in the morning or when you're most energetic. Remember, I have a video on YouTube, and what that video tells you is that assign everything you have to do with a level of energy, so that you got to write it down. And I have I have hack videos on YouTube that everybody can look into. Let's see, physical effort. The harder it is for us to move around, the I'm telling you what. That's why we need a scooter. We need a walker. We need mobility equipment. It's got to be physically easier for us. A lot of people don't need that. Uh, but physical effort, the more we exert ourselves, the more it can sap our concentration. Uh, anyway, let's see what else. Emotions. The more stressed out we are, the more I go to the pool and I listen and I talk, and it's like it's a highly emotional thing because I go with God. So I do a lot of praying at the pool and listening to people's situation. Oh my God, the pain people are having. I'm telling you what. So at the end, when I come home, all of a sudden I can't even function, and it's so not fair to my husband. But it's physical effort, it's emotions because I don't feel stress. So I don't know, but I come home and but stress I think affects me even though I don't feel it, I don't feel it. So emotions, infection, uh, if you have a UTI, that can get in the way of your cognitive ability. Medications, see, uh, let's see, other things, heat or tense, exciting situation. You know what? It's a thermoregulatory disorder when you can't heat yourself up or you can't cool yourself down. Uh, and the more you get really cold or really hot, right? And I do that at the pool. I go swimming, and then I get out. I get really cold. Then sometimes I get really hot, and those things maybe that contribute. Well, according to this, it contributes. All right, strategies. Okay, I'm gonna finish talking. All right, Brandon. All right. So, okay, I'm gonna finish. Uh, no, I'm gonna talk about how to deal with it here, and then supplements, and then we'll open it up for discussion. All right. So, ideally, I'll get this lesson in within by 11:30, and then we'll all talk about it here. So coping strategies, right? That we know diaries, smartphones, notes. Oh, lots of notes, paper notes. My favorite, because I have lots of notebooks, but my favorite is on the back of junk mail. Envelopes. I get so many envelopes, and I got to throw them out every day. So and I write on the back of them, and I lose them. I've got some. I could just throw out stuff. So anyway, we have to do that. We have to be organized. Everything needs a put in place, right? Sometimes so you go in and that's it. If put in place. If I had a put in place, I should have in fact, all my notebooks should be in this drawer here. And I've taken them out, I've written on them, I've brought them around. So we all are our worst enemies when it comes to that. So we have to put things back where they belong. We need to be disciplined. We need to be disciplined not to start a new project before we follow through on other projects. We can't fill up a basket that needs to be unloaded in one room that needs to be taken to another room only to fill up another basket in the other room that all right. So I'm telling you, what do they say about teachers? They say teachers teach what they can't do well in person. So I'm teaching because I'm a teacher, but actually I try to do. I'm better. I'm better at doing these things when I teach. So if you guys get on me and you say, "Well, I'm doing," use your own words, Dulci. It's true. God. All right. Let's see. So diaries, things to write down, put in places. Keep your things like keys and glasses to make it easier to find them. So they've got everything's got to put in place. Word loss. All right. When you're talking to somebody and you forget a word, I've discovered that people are so common. If people are impatient, which I discovered, if they're impatient, they're the jerks. You're not the jerk, because guess what? Somebody who's impatient and is not listening to you is is going to get to a point where they're going to have a cognitive difficulty in the future, and they're gonna meet. There's always going to be difficult people. So what do? If they aren't helping you, go away from them. Find the ones that will. So when you're talking, you lose a word. Uh, try words. Say if you lose the word school, try. You say, "Ooh, I can't remember school. I can't remember the word I'm looking for. It's a building. It's a building with teachers and there's children in it, and so talk around. Throw all the words to the person you're talking to, and they love that. They love that. It's like, oh, good. This is Dulci's game. Dulci's game. It's word find, verbal word find. Help me find the word because it's like finding Nemo, finding the word. Enlist the help. I mean, concentration. Okay, how do we deal with concentration and attention? What affects it? Loud crowds, when you go to family get togethers, the longer you've had MS or the older you get, and you're around. I've got a big family that likes to talk, and and everybody thinks that they have what they have to say is the most important. So I know that I have to be comfortable not talking, not being respected, feeling like I'm not respected. Uh, so when I go to a family get together and everybody's talking, that and it's like a cacophony of sound. Instead of getting frustrated, just limit your time there, and then you come home. But that will wear you out too. Loud crowds and distractions. It also overstimulation, right? And information overload. Try reducing distractions. Sometimes when you're trying to do something, write something down, remember something. TV's on. Your husband's asking you, where is XYZ, and you're thinking about the laundry, and turn the TV off. You've got to remove these distractions. And I do too. I'm kind of good that way. Also, here's one. Don't laugh at me because I know you're going to laugh at me at this one there. Try to avoid interruptions. So you're talking to somebody and they ask you a question, you're answering it, and they interrupt you and they talk and you forgot what you're saying, and they say, I'm sorry, what were you saying? What I did, this is what I had forgot. Must not be important. In fact, I'll think somebody will be talking and I'll think of what I want to say, and then I'll talk around what I want to say. I'll make it all pretty. I'll set it up, and I'll forget the point, right? So a note. Let's all start at the end. All right, start at the end. State the punchline first, and the so. And this is something I'm going to try because I'm telling you, I'm talking to people, and oh yes, I was like, oh, I was going there. I was going there. So try to avoid people who interrupt you. All right. If it's your spouse, I know, and you have a covenant relationship, pray to God that you have the patience to realize that He will send someone who values every word you have to say. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to continue visual spatial abilities, and that's when we drive, right? We need to be able to judge where we are when we're walking, to avoid bumping into things. And you know this because when you're driving, here, for example, accurately judging speed and distance when driving, or judging where things are in relation to the space around you. It is the skill you use when you walk through a door rather than bumping into the door frame, or when you're using a map to find your way somewhere. You might need to slow down and concentrate on moving around and enlist navigation. These nanny cars are wonderful. where they'll break. And I've discovered that. I've just discovered the visual abilities. I know that because I drop everything that I'm trying to prep for cooking. Planning and problem solving, executive skills uh, is difficult. All right, all right. Uh, and it goes on to say often it's a friend or family member who picks up our cognitive issues, so it can be helpful to get another insight. I've discovered that do yourself a favor, do not ask family members. Don't. I can't do that. If I say, you think my memory's slipping, no, just, you know what, go for love. Go for people who love you. I mean, family members love you, but they love the healthy. They want us to be daughters and friends and daughters, sisters, mothers, that kind of thing. Uh, Fathers, uncles. They don't want to think that you're walking around with a disease. Okay, what kind of supplements can we take? Okay, no, all right. There's alpha lipoic acid, reduces the shrinkage, slows the shrinkage of your brain. ALA, you can get the ALA. Let me see here. Good morning. All right. Good morning, Gina. So you can get ALA. It's RALA, Alpha Lima Alpha. No. Yeah, Alpha Lima Alpha. It's a amino acid. Also, cysteine, by the way, uh, another amino acid is cysteine. Cysteine increases glutathione, which is anyway. That is hi, mate. Okay, turmeric, curcumin, ginseng, ginkgo biloba, green tea. It's also L-theanine. I can't say that. Or green tea, fish oil, caffeine, let's see, D3, magnesium. But if you take magnesium, you have to take calcium because magnesium needs calcium to be absorbed. Twice as much calcium to magnesium, 2-to-1 relationship. There's something that LDN, which we talked about. I should do another video, maybe a short one. LDN.org. We talked about LDN, and after doing research, um, I've come to, in fact, it's just I've read studies in PubMed, I've read international studies all over, and there's something to this, so it's worth a try. LDN.org. Look at how it's supposed to increase cognitive function. There's something European study. It's C as in Charlie Delta Papa choline. That is, it's in Europe. It's sold as it isn't sold as a dietary substance. Needs to be prescribed by a doctor, but in the United States we can get it. So it's called caticoline, or Charlie Delta Papa dash choline. So you can research that. B12 and B complex. Niacin helps. B12. Let's see. Fish oil. Vitamin C. All right. So, all right. That is it. That is it. So now we can do questions. All right. Hi, Dee Dee. All right, so I'm taking lion's mane supposed to prevent dementia. You know what, Summer Lady, that's good. So she's talking about lion mane, lion's mane, and I bought the mushrooms. I bought the extract. I have tried algon. I've tried so many things over the years, and let me tell you something. Uh, I did not see the main thing I saw that improved cognitive function is taking half of one of those caffeine pills, which I took. You get on Amazon, 200 milligrams of caffeine, right? And that's a lot of caffeine. But if you break it in half, 200 milligrams of caffeine is like 3 cups of really strong coffee. Is it 3 cups? No, I googled it and I sent it to somebody who asked me. But anyway, it's a lot. It's a lot. So verify what I'm saying because I got cognitive issues, and you know what? Yeah, but and everybody, you have to take everything I say, everything. If you can go back and take notes, all right, take notes on some of these supplements, bring it to your doctor or your pharmacist. You got to find out whether anything that is on the list that you try is going to interact with your medicines or with your health. Because if we people with MS, we got more guts than sense, right? We have to. And the problem is that so often we'll do something because it's supposed to help us, and I have a red cardinal right in front of me, land on the windowsill, right there. He was just looking, bright red cardinal, looking up at me. And I'll say that he probably was 3 feet right through the window pane. That's funny. Yeah, see, I'm distracted. I'm distracted. You see the problem? Okay, so all these medications or the supplements, these great ideas, print it out, bring it, and make sure that it doesn't interact. Summer Lady is saying that she can't do caffeine because of her bladder, and I don't know. I can't do MS Live without my caffeine pills. But you break it. I broke it in half because too much of the caffeine. What I've discovered, it's like taking too much Ritalin or Provigil or any of these energy things where you spike up and then you drop off. So I don't like that. But taking half of it, which is half the coffee or whatever, half of that with my cup of coffee and with my cysteine and the dewdrops was the medical marijuana really helps some people. Lifts the cog fog, their strain. And Brandon, you were awesome by reminding us that taking doing that, taking the LDN with medical marijuana, it all of a sudden you don't have the inflammation as much with the LDN. It increases your cognitive function. So if you have a little bit of brain fog, he said, he likes to, it works in conglomeration. So we have to be aware of these things because society's getting scary as far as needing the medications we take. I mean, what happens if baclofen is not available? I mean, that's physically addictive. Same thing with gabapentin and Neurontin. It just there are things we take that are dangerous if you stop. They gabapentin will is a reason why some people have cognitive fog or fatigue. All these things have residual effects. Uh, and caffeine, yeah, I could do. All right, that's a little off topic right now, but I could do. I always do caffeine. You know, no, Ruth, I said LDN controls inflammation. Did anybody say so? Take LDN for the inflammation, and if you want, scary times. So LDN.org will tell you everything. If not, uh, Ruth is on Meerkat, and she'll tell you. She'll tell you because I know. Yeah, I know. The studies are there, but and I've passed it on with a lot of people who are having neurological problems. A lot of bad things happening. Lou Gehrig's, a lot of just so many people I'm dealing with. I talk to just bad things. I don't know whether it's caused by the vaccination or the health stuff going on around me with people I care about, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's terrible. So and right, it's like everybody I know is in the ocean, and people are starting to drown, and I want to save them all, but I can't. I can't do it. So well, all I can be is a conduit. So I know a lot of my pool friends may watch this. Well, certainly on Facebook, a lot. Just anyway, you need to find a good solution. Now, I'm going to ask some questions here. How many people? What is the worst symptom of cognitive challenge you feel you have? And Ruth, do you have cognitive difficulties being that you're on? And what about you, Brandon? You're on the LBN. Let's see, what else did, uh, and you've seen me, I'm on ALA, alpha lipoic acid. Let's see, I do the fish oil, caffeine, D3. In the summer, I don't do that. Magnesium, I took that. Let's see, B12, I took two B12. Fish oils, I take that. And B complex, I need to take more of that. And cysteine, I took that and half of my caffeine pill. And you see, and I took a half a dewdrop. Dewdrop, I've done videos on that, and that's very. So, what is the one thing that bugs you? I'll tell you what saps the heck out of my concentration and attention is just it's just being around people who are always. I mean, you have to be alert, and you're listening to them, and they're telling you just tragic things, and the Holy Spirit saying, "I know you wanted to swim, but you can't swim because this person needs to hear some words of comfort, and God's going to give it to you." Well, the problem is I describe it like when you go out and you're on, and a lot of people describe work. They're working is that they're working on something, and all of a sudden, I'm sorry, Ruth. I read I read your what your statement. Okay, so the way I describe it is like in Ghosts, you see whenever a spirit in these movies, a spirit jumps in the person, if they're doing a seance, you've seen these things where in the movies they sit there and their head drops and it's like a spirit gets in them and starts talking. Well, I feel like the Holy Spirit, God gets it, and I ask God to get in me and use my mouth today, make me lucid. So that is huge. I'm telling you, my walk with Christ is telling Him to talk for me and less of me. But when the Spirit comes out and you return to your exhausted self, all of a sudden, when I come home, all of a sudden I'm like this because I gave it all, mentally and emotionally and everything. I cried with people. I held their hands. I prayed out loud. I did all these things, and now I'm done. I'm done. All right. Okay. Now Ruth is sharing that she. All right. Ruth is sharing that she has short-term memory issues, which is it's common with going aging. It's common with aging with MS. It's all right. And Gina is sharing. Thank you for sharing, Gina. Indecisiveness drives me nuts, and that is the inability to make decisions. And I've got that too. Well, you got to ask yourself: do you have to have an opinion? I've gotten to the point where I'm on the phone and my father says, "Don't you have an opinion about what's going on?" And I'm like, it's wonderful being cognitively challenged to watch a television show, not television, watch something. Because I was at trivia night and there was something on TV. I looked up, and I don't watch TV. I looked up, and it was so upsetting to me that I just did I have to have an opinion? Oh, and I decided I'm not going to have an opinion about things that I can't control. So when people say, "What's your opinion on that?" Is, you know what? I'm not going to have an opinion because opinions uh, uh, might ignite emotions. So indecisiveness, Gina, what I say when people say, "Do you want mayonnaise or mustard on your sandwich?" I said, "You dealer's choice. You just give me food." When somebody is forcing you to give your opinion, say, "You know what? No, I can't. I cannot do that. I am selectively giving my energy to something else, not to that. Not to, I don't want, I hate to say this, but I love my cousins growing up. I love when we saw each other. I wish them well, but do I, do I need to know the gossip about family gossip? I don't want to know unless I can see people do something about their issues. It's gossip to me. I can't. Well, and gossip, what does gossip do? Right? What is this useless information? It enlists your feelings, and that's not good. That's not good because if you get emotional, you'll forget stuff. All right, Gina's gonna really. Oh, it's good. Gina says standing in front of the salad dressing for 15 minutes. How do I choose? Ah, it's funny. That's good. yeah. Well, you know what? Okay, but I love that. How do I choose? How do you choose? Yeah, right, right. And the Bible tells us not to gossip, but anyway, uh, uh, let's see. No, thank you. I'm out. Yeah, that's right. All right, and Summer Lazy Lady is saying, I can't choose one. I want two different kinds. No, you know what? It's true. Choosing, Ruth is telling us that your choice is different than an opinion. And I say it isn't. I say when people ask you for your opinion about something that's, say, political, right? You have to make a choice. A choice is asked of you. What do you feel about Donald Trump? What do you feel about Joe Biden? They're emotional topics, and the person you're talking to is very emotional. And you're sitting there and you're like, no, I'm dealing with MS. I don't deal with politics. But you have a choice. You have a choice to make. Do you choose to answer? Do you choose? And then opinion. You have to think. Do I give them opinion? Well, uh, what are you gonna say? Are you gonna give them your opinion? And what opinion? What choice? What is your choices? Right? But that's that bookmark that I sent you out. You can, in fact, that's Rush had the song, Free Will. You can choose what, let's see, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Uh, anyway, everything is a choice, right? Everything. Mayonnaise, mustard, political, to answer, to talk, to, it's all a choice. Everything is a choice. Gina is saying that prioritizing what and who you want to spend your energy on. And that is it in the nutshell when it comes, we can take all these different things to increase our memory. We can take all of the, and I've done it. Ruth is okay. Dee Dee Ruth is on Facebook. She's trying to get into MS Live on YouTube for this chat. Ruth, Dee Dee's asking about you. All right. She doesn't know how to post or so Dee Dee, you're in Meerkats as well. A lot of you guys on YouTube are in Meerkats too. If you guys, if any one of you can post in Meerkats how to participate in the chat on YouTube, it would really it help me. It would help Ruth. It'd be great because Ruth is um, she taught. That's right. Brandon said, "Oh, that is great," and I said, I just didn't answer. Hi, Kizzy. Anyway, one of the things Brandon said is that I said when people come at you and they ask your opinion, they ask your opinion, you say I don't let's see, I don't deal with politics. I deal with MS. I can't. I just can't. Yet we have to engage our boundaries to protect other people from us, to protect us from other people, and to protect us from ourselves, right? We've got to do that. So, um, mustard. So, there's antagonists. There's even when I'm doing this live video. Every once in a while, somebody comes on and they say something totally opposite of what I've said, or they mistake. They say, "Oh my God, you think LDN causes inflammation?" And I think it's like I don't think I said that. Did I say LDN causes inflammation? Please tell me if I said that, because if I did, that's wrong. It doesn't. But there's people who will question what you say, and I know I've been fired and dismissed by people I loved, just and jobs I cared about and things I volunteered for. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The people who are antagonists, are who doubt what you say, actually are blessings. They're blessings. All right, what did you notice yesterday, Mace? What did you notice? But you know what? These people are blessings because iron strengthens iron, and I know there's a lot of us that think, oh, yeah, well, that means that a Christian has got to help me out. But that's not true. It's difficult, people, when you're driving in your car and your cognitive issue and your spatial relations and you're doing everything to get the mile and a half down the street, and all of a sudden somebody tries to cut you off or go. It's like, I'm not going to get mad. I am not going to get mad. I said, I said, what did I say, Mace? Mace is saying that I said something in error of LDN yesterday. And I need to, you know what? That is, it's true. And you know what? That's why we have MS Live, Ruth. Ruth says there's many ways up the mountain, and I see. Yes, all right, yeah, yeah. She sometimes she does. She hears the opposite of what I'm saying. That's what you're saying. Uh, let's see. But there are many different ways. There are many different ways, and that's why MS Live is so good, and your participation is so awesome, because only when you share what works for you do we all these little bits of anecdotal evidence. Hi, Gara. All of this helps us all to realize that there can be solutions. What works for me, and you've got to take it to your doctor, because you can't rely on these anecdotal evidence, because aspirin, when somebody's got a headache and you want to give them an aspirin, your aspirin may kill that person. You've got power, and so it's better to say, I mean, society would say, hold back your aspirin, don't kill anybody, right? Don't do it, right? And then there's those of us that says, you know what, I'm going to ask that person, do you normally take aspirin? Do you feel, because I carry that around. So there's so many ways to relieve issues, cognitive issues. Yes, and check with your doctor, because we're all different. We're all different. Let's see. Summer Lady says that she always feels like her mind's overactive. You know what? It's true, but let me tell you, this is where medical marijuana came into play with me, that I like in the evening. at about 5 or 6 o'clock when I come in and I sit on the couch and I am so tired, right? I'm beyond fatigued. You guys know it's the MS, the brain fog, everything. That medical marijuana, the indica, to slow my brain down to match what my body feels really works for me. And it's the old fashioned stuff. So I love that because all of a sudden the couch lock you feel with smoking that is believe it or not more energy than you feel when you have cognitive fog, when you're exhausted. When you get that MS exhaustion, it's so bad that to smoke something or to inhale or eat something that actually makes people tired, it it it's not tired, doesn't make you tired, relaxes you, relaxes me. I get that. So I'm exhausted. I come home, I'm stressed out, and I can do the medical marijuana and it slows my brain down and I'm relaxed. That is so much better for me. But again, I have medical marijuana card because you guys pushed me to go without narcotics, and I'm doing. All right, so Gizzy is sharing. Uh, she hasn't been with us. Unfortunately, she was diagnosed in June with with JCV virus. So she will not be on Ocrevus any longer. All right, so there's a side effect from Ocrevus, but you know what? I have JCV, but JCV positive. Many of us do, and we take rituximab, Ocrevus. Wow. Um, I don't know. That is. Oh my goodness, it just that's a complete different topic on Tuesday, Kizzy. You got to come here, and we have to all get together and talk about uh, JCV virus and stuff. Let's see. Fatigue and Mace is saying fatigue kills us. Fatigue makes our cognitive function impossible. But let me tell you something. When I do the medical marijuana in the evening, and I exchange fatigue and exhaustion, bone bone curling exhaustion, when I change that for this medical marijuana, I'm not fatigued. I'm relaxed. I think it exchanges the fatigue for relaxation, but that's me, and that's me. That is me. And it also, I don't know, medical marijuana we can talk about. It's great, Kizzy. You know what? Heat turns muscles to rubber. Heat is the heat and the cold, and in dealing with temperature regulations when your feet are cold, all that stuff contributes to fatigue, right? So, and you'll know if you're a senior, right? When people are talking at you all day, when you go to the gym and you work out and you lift weight, right? When you're dealing, you go to the store and you're interacting with people. You need some downtime. You just because all of a sudden it's like you don't want to do anything the next day. Brian is he's working today, and it's such a good thing because thinking I have not spent a whole day in this house by myself for so long. He does because I'm always taking off, but I need to do that because I need to throw everything out. I need to throw stuff out. All right, all right, that's true. And Summer Lady is saying if she sits down, yeah, you know what? And that's just it. Let me tell you something. With Brian having this vertigo, this bad vertigo, uh, you can be on your time. That's true. With Brian being on this bad vertigo, he got in bed the other night on Monday. He got in bed early, like 9:30. He got in bed, and I went into this room. Dog, this is the office. The dog slept, and right behind me, right in that doorway, I leaned over to pick something up, lost my balance, and I did a flat, nasty plunge. Flat, fell down, and I turned, and I'm still a little sore from that. But I started thinking, I was robbed of empathy for a second because I'm thinking, you know, it's pretty lucky. People with vertigo are pretty lucky. They only have vertigo, right? Combine vertigo with spasticity, combine that. Dee Dee, we're going to talk about Ocrevus and rituximab and JCV virus on Tuesday. Tuesday, that's going to be our topic on Tuesday. But let me see. What was I just? Oh, so that losing the empathy. So you get your spasticity with dizziness, and it's bad. And then all of a sudden you got foot drop, and your foot sticks to the floor. And you go to turn, and all of a sudden it's not moving, so you fall over that foot. It's and then all of a sudden you think about the people who just deal with dizziness, and you think all you have to do is wind your stance and wall walk. No, one of those things. Having foot drop is without dizziness is overcomable. Having dizziness without spasticity is good. Having spasticity, any one of these, spasticity without dizziness, you can do. But you combine all three things. Hi, Paul. Anyway, we're talking about cognitive decline and how to battle that. So, anybody wants to see this, rewind this. We're about to say the prayer. Okay, Brandon, what did I say? Uh, I'm being funny. Am I being funny? Hi, April. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen you. Uh, but I love that you're. All right, April is saying hi to everybody here. Sometimes, April, I get you mixed up with Dee Dee. And no, I did not say backup fan. I said what happens? What happens when the things we rely on are no longer available? All right. So Ruth's asking me if baclofen is no longer available. I'm saying that we take a lot of things that we have to figure out. Uh, our bodies are physically addicted to a lot of things that we take that the doctors tell us to take. We have to make the decision: uh, uh, do we want to take something that might not? It could be in short supply. We take something that's physically addictive that could be in short supply. That's dangerous. So, and we have to work on that. We have to. make some serious decision, whether I don't know, you've got to pray about it and think about it and decide. Anyway, Gina says proper sleep is needed for cognitive function. And it's true, but that all the things that we talked about all along, it's all of that. So let me pray us out. God bless you. Everybody is sharing about that. Thank you, Ruth. Misunderstandings, I get that. Sometimes I say one thing and I mean another, right? And what I used to say when I taught is, hear what I mean and not what I say. It's terrible. You can't not do it and not teach it, not say it, and expect I got it in my mind. I want y'all to know, and you don't get it, and that's your problem. No, it's not. It's our problem. We've got to communicate with the world. So let's do it. Let's do it easy. God bless you. Let's pray. Uh, Pray us out. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you thank you for bringing everybody here. Thank you for using my words. Thank you for putting this on for me. I only host the show. It's your show, Lord. And we're here to comfort each other and just to support and to show love, Lord. If people don't know Christ, may you awaken in them the love that we brothers and sisters have for each other. We live in a complete different realm. Yeah, we fear not. We're like the birds who don't save up for seeds or anything. They don't save up like squirrel. And we trust you completely. And in Jesus' name, I ask that you continue to work through all of us, Lord, and comfort us and then give us the tools we need to concentrate to be able to stay on topic. In Jesus' name, I give thanks. Amen. Um, may God bless you and keep you. May He shine His face upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you His peace. Remember, uh, uh, worry about nothing, but in everything, with prayer and petition, make your requests known to God, and may the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, keep your hearts and minds on Christ Jesus. Love you all. It's 12:01, and again, we're going to talk. We're going to talk on Tuesday about JCV. In fact, I'm going to do some research. That is it. And I've got an envelope, a junk mail envelope that I can write the whole class on. Okay, so I'm going to try to give some information, and I'll make it short. We'll interact a lot better. Anyway, God bless you, and see you on Tuesday.